Hey, this is the Prophet with Nick Black. It's time to chit chat. You know nothing about blockchain. We here to fix that. You want the news on them new stocks? This where you get that. So go and grab you a nice chair. It's time to sit back and talk to Prophet. Hey, hey, you talking to the Prophet? Hey, hey. We talking condos and nice clothes and driving Lambos. I remember them night codes, we couldn't stand those. We tried to drive on them high roads, but had to stay low. Now there's solutions to hard bills we couldn't pay for. I talked to Prophet to get some profit, we couldn't change the top. If it's a stock and I need a cop it, I wait for him to drop it. Ain't no option, let's get it poppin'. We chillin' in the trap. I need some crypto, put it in my pocket by any means I rock. This is the Prophet with Nick Black. It's time to chit chat. You know nothing about blockchain, we here to fix that. You want the news on them new stocks, this where you get that. So go and grab you a nice chair. It's time to sit back and talk to Prophet. Hey, hey, you talking to the Prophet. Hey, hey, you talking to the Prophet.
Let's see. Oh, for those of you on Twitch, maybe a little weirdness because for some reason Twitch was kicking back the title because I started it with 1 inch. I'm guessing their porn filter was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. With your 1 inch. JJ, Kickboy wrote that. He's a beast. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let me touch some buttons. All these buttons. Ooh, what's a good button? Let's go with this one. Let's go a little EDM in the background from one of our peeps. Let me go over. So we got a lot of cool new homies over on Theta. Theta's been good, man. We're actually building up our following, our kind of the Theta family way faster than YouTube or anything else. We've got, I think we're closing in on 1,000 people on Theta, which is really cool. And so I would just urge those of you that aren't checking out the content on Theta to do it because you get paid. You get paid to watch. Isn't that the best deal? Most people pay to watch. You get paid to watch. Okay. One of these days, I'll even get paid to watch. I'll even get paid to watch my own stuff. Okay. So let me say hello to, oh gosh, there's no way I'm pronouncing that. Itachi Kasami. Hi. Let's see. Investment manufacturer. Okay, cool. I like that one. Georgie Andreas. Crypto Corbin, Hopgoblin, Crypto Rain, Marcus, Bitter Lemon, Eric, Michelle, Digital Queen, Breno Baesa, R-Dub, Nihilus, Mano Sugan? Cool. Okay, Stressfully, Pimps, Baykeeper, Get Involved, SJO, TTV, Kim, McNabb, Dogecoin to $1, JR80. What up? S2K Hobo. Solid Gold. Oh, I like that. It's got like the little little equalizer things. Big ENJ, Sniper Princess, Antonio, obviously. Joe Pirate, Get Involved. Rafin, what's going on? Bear Tax, Biotech Breakout, Be Reload. Okay, we got all those. Okay, cool. That's done. We're getting all the things checked off the list. The very first one, Barno, of course, welcome. He was first. He was numero uno. Anyway, he was first. Scott Hill, Dean, who is no longer with us. He's with the planet Earth. He's not dead. He's just asleep. Scott, let's see. We have Expat Matt. Candace, what up, Candace, from Alabama. Candace and I were workout homies in Dallas. Emmanuel, what up, Emmanuel? We've been chatting this morning. Joe, Jimmy, P. Kelly, I Am Designs, Tap in, don't tap out. Dubai Money, what up? Brady, of course, good to see you, Brady. Tom, me and Brady, we were chatting this morning about all sorts of Costa Rica type stuff. It was kind of fun with Jerry V. Hall. Gordon, what's up, man? Okay, Tom, good to see you. Diego, ¿qué onda, Diego? La misma mierda, diferente día. ¿Me entiendes? Okay, Al Greco, what's up? JJ, Ella Paul, Michael Murphy, across the pond. Jeffrey, what up, Jeffrey? Dobry utro. Хорошо, спасибо. Большой. Emmanuel, question. Let's see. What do you think of privacy coins? If there's anything that's easy to regulate, it's privacy coins, because it's real hard to argue against them. You can argue for Bitcoin. You can argue for most of these tokens. It's very hard to argue that the world needs super secret crypto, right? I mean, we get it, but we get it. So my guess is they're gonna have a lot of problems. That's low-hanging fruit for the people that went after Bitcoin and failed, and probably went after Ethereum and failed, may go after XRP and fail. Privacy coins, low-hanging fruit. They're going to take them out. So I wouldn't have not one penny in privacy coins. You don't need them. You'll be able to employ privacy features on other tokens. Even the Bitcoin. Sylvia, what's up? Guten Morgen. Stalker Garth, what up? XRP. XRP, yeah, that's right. Oh, I got an interesting news article today about how they got basically snubbed my city. City's one of our partners. Yeah, there's a lot. Ripple has a lot of partners. They're just not necessarily reverse partners. The Ripple partnerships are looking a lot more like the Oracle or the data finding partnerships of Link, where they're not real partnerships. They're kind of like fake handshake partnerships, and then they just go off and do their own thing and don't give two craps about. Anyway, we'll get into it. Fish and Magician, what's going on? Biotech breakout over here as well. Oh, did it get quiet? Yeah, we gotta keep our music. Nubia, what up, Nubia? Good to see you. The other Scott 2, S2 or S1, depends on how you say it. Let's see. Phil, what up, Phil? Driving with diamond hands, dude. Don't do anything with diamond hands. That's everybody that has diamond hands crashes. They crash their portfolios. Yeah, very loose hands. You learn about race car driving. Actually, you don't want diamond hands. You actually want your arms at 90 degrees and your hands very, very relaxed. That's race car driving. Dan, what's up? Bitcoin Candy Scorbzion, what's going on? Morning, evening? Yes, depending on where you are. Okay. Kevin Broadway, good to see you. Modern Nomad, good to see you. City Marenko, good to see you. Alien, good to see you. Claire Smith, I think I got it. Raffinask. Beach Grove. Okay, got it. All right, so I've said hello to everyone that exists. Anybody that's not watching the show clearly doesn't exist. So let's get into it. We have some cool stuff. We will be right back in, a few seconds, and we will engage. Okay, so where are we going to start? Let's just take a look at the metrics, at the numbers, at the scores. Leon, what's up, buddy? I can't wait to learn how to drive fast cars, Brady. I'll tell you, the scary, I was doing a sidebar, everyone. I was doing a racing course for AMG. I've been doing them. Every time you get an AMG, they give you a free racing course. You get an AMG, free racing course. So along the path of getting all these cars, my buddy and I that we rent out, you go through a lot of cars. Anyway, so I've been to a lot of these AMG racing courses. I've been all over. And my favorite ones are the ones at Westfield Speedway here in California. It's like you head towards the Bay Area. About halfway there, you get to a track called Laguna Seca. And for anybody who has seen on TV, look it up if you haven't. Laguna Seca is one of the craziest tracks. From the bottom of the track to the top of the track, as far as elevation, is 182 or 183 feet. So I want you to think about that. You have a racetrack. It's basically on the side of a hill, and it's 18 stories from the bottom to the top of the track. That mofo is crazy. And so I did one of the more advanced AMG courses because I'd done my first courses in Dallas. Oh yeah, the corkscrew is stupid. When you go into this corkscrew, there's this. You should look it up. Look up the corkscrew in Laguna Seca. If you want to, it'll scare the crap out of you just looking at it. So you haul ass uphill and you slowly roll over to the right, then kind of to the left, and then there's a big corkscrew, which it's a hard left turn, a hard right turn, followed by another hard left turn, and then a short straightaway. And you go up, doop, 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 doop. And when you get up there, it's such a deep drop that you can't see the ground. They tell you to look to the left and aim at the oak tree. There's an oak tree. I have video somewhere. I ought to cue it up one of these days. You go up, you're about 90 miles an hour. You haul ass left. You turn, and when you see the oak, so you let off the gas, you see the oak tree, and then you hammer it. And you hammer it all the way down. Quick right-hand turn, quick left, kind of a rolling left-hand turn that has another little bitty kind of left-hand jog, and then you're into a full straightaway. So retarded. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, and you punish those cars. That's the whole point, is you punish those cars. So, yeah, punishing them. Okay, Top Gear. Oh, Top Gear tried to do it. So I had an NSX. That's not a good car for that. Tried to do an NSX, practiced on Grand Tour. Did you or did they? Anyway, I can't imagine doing it in an NSX. I did it in an AMG GTR. I did it in an AMG. No, I did it in the GTR. That was the only car that I could really hammer it with. The others, I had the AMG SLS. I did it in that. But I really got to hammer it with the GTR, which we have a GTR, the green machine, they call it. Anyway, all right, cool. Renault 5 is the bomb. Yeah, it may be. Okay, so let's get into the crypto stuff. We got some interesting news. We're not going to focus too much on price. You guys know prices are up. You can see right here on the screen. Engine's having a pretty good day. It's up like 51%. 1inch is having a pretty good day. So let's keep it in percentages. Engine is up 50%-ish. Engine is up 30-ish%. These things are moving. And you go over here. Let's see. Okay, well, we see the price change, but we don't live and die off price change, right? So we go over one column, Twitter volume. Look at the Twitter volume on 1inch. Look at the Twitter volume on Engine. 1inch volume, Twitter volume, 344%. So it's a 3x, 2x on volume. Again, social matters, right? Trading volume. Look at the trading volume on 1inch. Up 400%. On Engine, up almost 300%. Interesting. And you'll notice how typically with higher trading volume, you get higher price, but not always. Sometimes it's a dumpster. Sometimes you're selling as quick as possible. Anyway, I just say that to keep in mind. There's a reason behind all this. We will get to it. The first story first is this one. 1inch Engine. So 1inch, which is 1inch, Engine coin, ENJ, NKN, which I haven't really talked about yet because it's kind of a new one that we're looking at, and Origin token, OGN, are launching on Coinbase Pro. You guys remember we just talked about this. Coinbase Pro turned in a ridiculous Q1. I think they banged in 700 plus million in profit on 1.8 billion in gross. They crushed it. It looks like they're doing more than the other commodities exchanges in Q1 than most of these guys will probably do in the first 6-8 months of the year. So Coinbase is going to be a big deal. Coinbase as a stock is probably going to be a big deal. Now, what we also know from yesterday is that if Coinbase had just taken their money and invested in Bitcoin, which again, you can't do with investment money, it doesn't work that way, they would have been better off. Yeah, maybe. But the point is, this is a company that you can have exposure to. But I'm going to tell you not to. Because if you're in the crypto space, it's not diversification by going into the equity space and buying more crypto. You already have exposure to crypto. Don't go and lever up and get ancillary exposure, right? If you know Coinbase is doing great but moves slower than Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, right? So am I going to own Coinbase stock, coin, COIN? Yeah. But the only reason is because I have mining stocks. And I think that Coinbase will perform better than those mining stocks. So I'm moving crypto exposure to crypto exposure. And only because I was a dumbass in 2016 and 17 and thought that these companies would be honest and tell the truth. And they're all a bunch of lying douchebags. All of these mining companies are scammy. You know that, right? I hope you guys know that. Don't get exposure in these mining companies. These dudes are pieces of shit, all of them. They're lying pieces of shit, all of them. Do not get, this is investment advice. Do not DON apostrophe fucking T invest in mining exposure in the equity space. They will fucking lie from you and they will steal all your shit and they will fucking laugh at you on a beach while they're spending your fucking money. There, baby rant. Okay. Don't invest in mining companies. So if you have exposure to those miners, exit. They're all a bunch of scammy fucking liars and there's no way you can figure out what they're doing because there's this hustle they can pull by changing out equipment. And they're like, well, we didn't have the equipment on. We couldn't make any money. We had to trade out. Bullshit. Everything gets lost in the details. Those miners are shiesty, dude. Shiesty. Okay. Now, as it applies, let me work our way all the way back. So 1inch engine, NKN, and Origin are going to launch on Coinbase Pro. This is going to be Friday, April 9th. That's going to be tomorrow. We're going to do the show early, about half an hour early, because I have to be done by the time this happens, because me and a few of my homies are going to be trading this. How are we going to be trading it? Easy. We're going to, or already have, transferred some 1inch, some engine, some NKN, and some Origin over to Coinbase Pro. Why? Because when those markets open up at 9 a.m., it's going to be basically everyone buying. It's going to be more buyers than sellers. Every time something lists on Coinbase, it pops up. The average is about 77%. The high is about 211%. And so, and you look at Anchor, you look at StoreJ, you look at all these recent issuances on Coinbase. And when they first launched, look what happened with Cardano when it first launched on Coinbase. I'm talking real quick, biotech breakout. I'm referring to crypto miners, because there's no real way to audit because the auditors aren't smart enough to audit and scammy people get in there and steal stuff. So I'm talking about the crypto miners. The precious metals miners, it's a lot more established market and there's ways you can actually audit their business. The crypto miners lie, cheat, and steal as fast as they can, and then they basically just tell you to go F yourself. So yeah, stay away from the crypto miners. All of them, 100%, none of them, not Riot, not nothing. Stay away from all of them. The best mining is buying. You want to mine Bitcoin? Buy Bitcoin. There you go. You want to mine another 5%? Park it on Nexo. You want to mine 25%? Go sell puts. Go sell out of the money puts on Deribit. There you go. You win. You can sell $20 out of the money. You'll never ever get called. It's literally free money. It should be, well, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So let's continue. So we're going to play it by this. I assume that there's going to be a run on Friday, a pop. Remember what Cardano did when it listed? For a few minutes, Cardano went up to $1.90 and then sold back off. Why? Because that's what always happens when you have a few people selling and a bunch of people buying, right? So my guess is the less easy to access coins will probably have a bigger punch. So NKN, it's not impossible to get, but it's harder to get than, say, Engine. So if I was to number these, I would say Engine probably does good. It's also got a pretty good name. It will perform well. It's also an easy sell. Origin is doing well. We're going to look at prices in a little while. Origin's doing real well. All these tokens are up. Every one of them is up like a minimum 20% right now. 1inch, it's DeFi. It's going to be a little bit harder to sell. I'm really surprised this was greenlit for Coinbase. Coinbase listing 1inch is pretty crazy. It makes me wonder if they've got other designs on it. Maybe the idea with near and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? And then Origin. Again, tiny market caps, under $1 billion. So any of these things, they can reach 2, 3, 4 billion. Seems like it. So it's a tradable event. Does it change my future outlook on these tokens? No, I like the only one I can't speak on is NKN because I'm just taking it. That's one that I'm it's interesting. I'm digging into it, but I don't know near enough about it to speak with any authority. They got a lot of nodes. It's a big blockchain. Basically, no one's heard of it. It could do real well, or it could be a nothing burger like hot. So I'm going to trade a significant portion of my NKN, try to get a double or a triple out of it, pull my profit back off leave my profit in the token, and then pull my original investment back out and then let it run. All I'm looking at is just getting my original investment back out and then to the moon, Alice. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Let's talk. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look over here. I don't want to ignore my peeps on Theta. Capchico, what's going on? Let's see. Martine, what's up? Genius Mastermind. Good to see you. Good to see you. Belinda, Tommy. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. CC Brown, what up? Let's see. SD fueling up. Siri, what's going on? Let's see. How much T fuel do you guys typically receive for watching? I don't know how that works. I don't even know how to get I think I've got like 100 T fuels or something. I don't even know how to get them. I don't even know what happens. I think they just melt into dust. Okay, let's see. Theta. Sometimes Theta could be better. S-Rays, yes. Max McKay, do you have any thoughts on Render token? No, I don't know anything about it. So I can't. I just make it a habit not to comment on stuff I don't really know about and I haven't really looked at it. There's so many assets to follow. Let's talk about smart contracts. So what have we said? I'm just going to show prices for the sake of just showing. Cardano's at $1.22 now that we look at it. So let's look at smart contracts only. Ethereum 2000, Polkadot $42, Cardano $1.22. Scroll down, Cosmos $20.84. Let's keep going for some smart contracts. IOST. Smart contracts, AI, near. Okay. So that's cool. They're not really moving much. You notice 5%. And near is very interesting to me because I think the story about near gets better and better and better as we approach the Coinbase listing. Remember, that's the 14th of April. Okay. Why do I show you these smart contracts? Well, one of these things, DOT, they're building up to their parachain offering. I saw a couple other companies today vying for parachain slots, supposedly June. We have April, we're in May, June. They say, we'll see. Come on, Gavin, put the pipe down and please do some work. In Cardano, and I had a little baby rant yesterday where I said, enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. Well, is enough enough? I don't know. They need to get smart contracts out the door because if they don't, enough will not be enough. Well, we ask and we shall receive. As of today, no, this was yesterday late, I think. Yeah, yesterday late. Smart contracts, here we come. It's part of the IOHK blogs. This is not some random shit like all the crap you find for XRP and all these kind of rando things. No, this is actually from IOHK because they communicate. How about that, Ripple? A company that communicates. At the start of March, we implemented Mary, a multi-asset protocol upgrade that allows users to create unique tokens for transactions on Cardano. With the introduction of transaction metadata and then token locking with Allegra in December and native token creation, we're laying the foundation to establish Cardano as a leading smart contract platform. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Where are these smart contracts at though, fellas? We've been hearing all about it for like 5 years. Now what? Jerry in the house. What up? Alonzo, our next protocol upgrade will be built on these capabilities, implemented using our hard fork combinator. What does that mean? It means you don't have to stress out at all, about the hard fork. It's all retroactive. It's backward compatible, and you don't have to mess with it. And guys, I'm not going to answer any questions on how I'm going to trade tomorrow. Nope. The coins get listed at 9 a.m. Pacific time. You're on your own. That's for me. That's what I've already probably said too much. All right. You do what you got to do. All right. Alonzo, our next protocol upgrade will be built on these capabilities implemented using our hard fork combinator technology. Alonzo, okay, that's smart contracts, will add support for smart contracts, digital agreements to Cardano about 4 months from now. So what the plan is that these would all go live, active on the mainnet end of July up to about the second week in August. Okay. Continuing, it will open up opportunities for business and developers by allowing the creation of smart contracts and decentralized applications, dApps, for decentralized finance. Oh, and all the DeFi scamminess. Here we come. Great. Then we can have rug pulls on Cardano too. Yeah. When it came to naming these upgrades, although I will say this, it doesn't seem to have stopped. Binance, has it? They have a rug pull every other day. No one seems to care. When it came to naming these upgrades, okay, do we care what let's be honest. They named them some cool names of some cool sciencey people, the Alonzo Church and blah, blah, blah. But you guys don't care about that. If we're being honest, why smart contracts? Smart contracts mark the next phase in Cardano's evolution as a worldwide distributed ledger. When supporting everyday business, the blockchain must guarantee that individuals can move their funds and pay for products in a secure way. Smart contracts can be used to settle complex deals, hold funds in escrow, and secure movement of funds under predefined conditions. Cardano will allow dApps to interact with these with the ledger to record their activities and execute smart contracts. The digital agreements express the story of a transaction, specifically where the funds should go and under what conditions they will be sent. Think about that. Where do they go and what conditions, right? Where and why? Executing a deal only when all of the conditions are met. Alonzo will lay the foundation for Cardano to support such applications. Addressing business needs, while multi-asset support allows users to create unique currencies that fuel business needs, Alonzo introduces a versatile platform for building smart contracts. It will be possible to work with collectibles, non-fungible tokens, crowdfunding, Kickstarter, Catalyst. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yep. Or auctions, for example. Auctions, wait a minute. Auctions, collectibles, they're going to go donkey stomp nifty, aren't they? My guess is these transactions will be much cheaper than the current NFT structure. And I think you may see a lot of non-fungible tokens switching platforms. What will this do to companies like Flow? Blockchain, Flow blockchain? I'm not sure. If I was going to put my money on Flow or on Cardano, we'll see. Areas of exploration might include the deployment of escrow-based decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges, DEXs. Yes, we know they're going to do that because they already did an example of it at the last Cardano 360. And the example was a swap platform, and they were showing swapping from Cardano to AGI. They used AGI in examples, I think 2 or 3 times in that Cardano 360. Why do you think that is? Keep your eye on AGI. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Okay. Or the creation of complex applications supporting centralized stablecoins. Track and trace applications for product provenance with a supply chain, for example. With token locking, users will be able to issue utility tokens with vesting periods, meaning the number of tokens can be locked or frozen and released after a specific time. So you could use that for token issuance. You could use that for dividends. You could use that for interest payments. You could use that for real estate. There's all sorts of ways that could be incredibly valuable. The scripting power of Plutus Core, you guys don't care. Tools and APIs. Developers will have the functional tools to experiment and experiment with and customize transaction validation on Cardano. The API library will be extended to enable the deployment and operation of the Plutus core code on Cardano while interacting with wallets and the ledger. Deploying Alonzo is a complex process. Once functional smart contracts are running on the mainnet, we will continue improving off-chain infrastructure to deliver development kits. Okay, and this is a little picture about what's going on and yada, yada, yada. And basically what you see is the Plutus development and integration has been ongoing. the private testnet will move into a more public testnet. Okay. Ledger integration, node integration, WBE integration, the Pioneer testnet that runs until the end of June. Okay. That's where they're going to do a code freeze. At that point, they're going to say, did we get it right? Is it ready? No, we're not pushing any more code. What's done is done. Off we go. Okay. The Alonzo roadmap. The code will be frozen for 4 weeks before release. Okay. Throughout March and April, the IO Global team has been gradually combining the Alonzo rules with the Cardano node and Ledger code. When Alonzo integration with the node is complete, Cardano will provide working API tools and command line interface CLI support. From mid-April, so let's say from next week until early May, the team will continue working on Plutus development to launch a private testnet. During this phase, our partners, advanced developers, will be testing the platform, creating and deploying non-fungible tokens, marketplaces, or dApps running smart contracts on Cardano. This starts next week. You mother effers realize what's going down? Finally, after 5 fucking years, it begins next week. I am not selling Cardano right now. The process will focus on step-by-step improvements to ensure that everything works efficiently. In May, so 3 weeks from now, we start working with our 3 weeks and a few days, our Plutus pioneers. These certified program trainees will continue testing the platform by writing Plutus applications and putting them into production for dApps and DeFi. During this phase, the team will be performing Ledger node and wallet backend integration. We will also be preparing and releasing documentation, including specific examples and developer guides. May and June will be a time for quality assurance and testing with users, which will be followed by a code freeze, basically lasting for 4 weeks. This will provide crypto exchanges and wallets with the time to upgrade and prepare for the Alonzo protocol update. This is because it was such a quagmire getting all these exchanges lined up for Shelly and then for Mary and all this kind of stuff. So they're going to do a code freeze end of June throughout July into about 2 weeks at the most, probably, well, they hope, about 2 weeks into August. So my guess is August 15th, it's going down. Continuing. This will provide crypto exchanges and wallets with the time to upgrade and prepare for the Alonzo protocol update. We expect the Alonzo upgrade or hard fork, but for us, it doesn't matter because we're fine, to happen in late summer. And we will announce a firm date in April's Cardano 360 show. So in 3 weeks, we'll get a firm date, but it looks like finally this is coming. Thank effing G, man. God. What now? I'm not going to make a price prediction, $3, because no one knows $3 what the price is going to be. $3 in July, $3 right after they launch, $3. So it could be anywhere. It could sell off $3, or it could, move up $3. Good. So carrying on. Let me make sure I don't have any questions. $3. Great. Okay. Modern Nomad. Have a good one, man. Let's see. Miexil. I don't know about ramp. Your boy Phoenix. I get it. Your boy Phoenix. I think I found, gosh. So many consonants. I feel like I'm reading Russian. Yeah. Oh, Crypto Newbie. What's going on? Okay. Let's see. Patrick. Hello. Tiffany. Hello. Jerry. A formal hello. Johnny. What's going on? Yeah. I think again, I'm digging into NKN. I don't know enough about it to speak with any authority. Go check out the Discord. For those of you that aren't, go to cryptoandcoffee.tv, join the Discord. They have been watching NKN for quite a while. I think Leroy discovered that one, or Dwight, one of those guys discovered that one a while back, and they have been just kind of studying it. So they've been talking about it for a minute. I'm more of the excitement of just playing the exchange move and then getting some free tokens out of it. Okay, Al, when can you move coins over? You can do it right now. This second, right now, you can already move. They already have receive addresses at Coinbase for NKN, ENJ, Origin, and 1inch. Make sure if you're staking 1inch, I don't know if there's a thawing period if you unstake. I also don't know how much it would cost to unstake. So before you make the 1inch shuffle, weigh those costs. I'm not sure 1 inch is one you want to play like this. I'm thinking of, I'm not going to play 1 inch like this. I'm going to hold 1 inch. I am going to play Engine and I am going to play NKN. Okay. I'm not going to play Origin because I think that's more of a long time hold. I don't think we've seen the candle. There's more wick on Origin. So let's just kind of leave it at that. Bitcoin flood. What's going on? Okay. Where did you get that price prediction, Emmanuel? Okay. Coinbase Pro. For everyone, everything launches on Coinbase Pro first. Pro.coinbase.com. Whatever your login is for Coinbase, that's also your login for Coinbase Pro. Pro.coinbase.com. Now there, you can transfer assets back and forth. The difference is the fees on Coinbase Pro are about 1/6 what they are on Coinbase, which is better, right? Okay. X couldn't handle 1 inch. I know, right? Gosh. Okay. Let's continue. Let's talk about some funny news. Citi and IADB complete cross-border payment pilot with blockchain tech. Guess what they didn't use? Anybody want to guess what they didn't use? They didn't use RippleNet. They didn't use XRP, and they didn't use Stellar. Why do you think they didn't use it? Because, dude, all these partnerships are smoke and gas. Go look on the Ripple thing. Citi's one of their little homies. It's one of their mini 400 bank partnership. Yeah, right. Well, they love you. They love you so much. They completely ignored you for their little trials. So this is just a greater discussion about, like, yes, the banking world is going to use blockchain and distributed ledger technology, but no one has determined who wins yet. It's pretty clear that nobody really has a head start other than Ethereum. Why? Because for years, these banks that have been testing have been launching assets on Ethereum. Is that smart? What else could they do? Are these banks going to leverage Binance? Absolutely not. No fucking way. So they're doing their own thing and they're finding little companies. And anyway, let me continue because it's kind of a cool article. Citi and IADB complete cross-border payment pilot with blockchain tech. IADB, anyway, disperse tokenized funds to recipient in the Dominican Republic using the LAC chain blockchain network. Wow, that is a freaking mouthful. Let's see. Blockchain giant blockchain Citi. Citi, by the way, let me dial this back. Citi was the ones that predicted a $318,000 Bitcoin this year. They were the first ones to go out there like that, right? They didn't promise to cut their thing in half like McAfee did, right? But McAfee's in a Spanish prison. Maybe they shored him up. Who knows? Banking giant Citi has successfully completed a proof of concept for blockchain-based cross-border payments in collaboration with Inter-American Development Bank. IADB. That's a lot of letters. According to a Thursday announcement, Citigroup's Citi Innovation Labs and the IADB enabled several disbursements from the United States to a recipient of the Dominican Republic using the LAC chain blockchain network. I wish there was a better way to say that. LAC chain, LAC chain. We'll call it LAC chain. LAC chain. A proprietary effort by IADB's regional. I'm just going to give these things different names because I'm going to letter you guys to death. You're going to go blow your brains out. As a part of the project, IADB deposited tokenized funds denominated in US dollars into a Citi account and transferred the funds using digital wallets. Yes, that is distributed ledger tech, right? It's reducing friction. IADB blockchain specialist and LAC chain technical leader Marcos Allende explained, after tokenized, these funds were converted to local currency, Dominican pesos, with the exchange rate established by Citi. The bank always does it, don't they? The blockchain-based pilot enabled IADB to provide instant traceability of transactions, exchange rates and fees, potentially bringing a new method of making cross-border payments from the United States to countries in Latin America and the Caribbean. Wait a minute. That was supposed to be Ripple. Ripple had the whole Latin America locked down with their millions of shut the fuck up. They don't have all these partnerships. You guys need to see this by now. You guys should get this by now. Ain't nothing holding Ripple back from doing business deals in other countries in Latin America. Or at least that's what they'll have you believe. Right? Oh, well, Ripple's different than XRP. XRP is the currency. Ripple's the, man, bullshit. It all matters, man. It all matters. And unfortunately, I like XRP as a currency and I like XLM as a currency to kind of like bridge currencies. But that was so last year. We don't need bridge currencies anymore. And if they were so cheap and so easy to use, how come nobody's using them? This is the type of exotic corridor that Ripple always talks about, that Brad always says, we've got the stranglehold, 400 partnerships, all this, that the Stellar team always says, we're going to be the dude. Nobody's winning this game yet. No one, and especially not Ripple and not Stellar, unfortunately. But I think there's a greater story, and the greater story is that having a currency and all it is a bridge currency is no longer sufficient. That's not enough. You need all of the infrastructure. You need the banking side. It's likely that banks are going to become part of some consortium. And if one or two of these systems gains traction, I don't know if it's LAC chain or, the system being put forth by Chase or one of these is going to gain some kind of foothold in the market, and then other banks will migrate over to that. It's unlikely that it's Ripple. I mean, very, very unlikely. Okay. The blockchain-based pilot enabled IADA to provide instant traceability of transactions. That's great, 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 great. Okay. There are many applications of inclusive cross-border payments, such as official development assistance and international remittances. There is no doubt that they're extremely important for the economies of our region and, more importantly, for final beneficiaries and families receiving remittances. Remittances. That's another word you hear Brad Garlinghouse talking. The only remittances, Brad, were the ones that you and Chris were relocating from Ripple coffers into your back pockets. While you were telling us you were super bullish, you were selling directly to us. Oh, man. I feel like a dummy. Forever supporting that company, but it is what it is. All right. There are many applications of inclusive cross-border payments. So this is cool. So, all right. Is there anything else here important? Okay. Citigroup is not a stranger to blockchain technology. Back in 2015, the bank developed 3 blockchain-based systems and a pilot cryptocurrency dubbed Citicoin to explore more efficient cross-border transactions. Not XRP. I mean, yeah, everything may be run on XRP, but I guess the definition of everything is what we might want to question. All right. Let me see. Crypto Max, what's going on? McNabb, what up? Coinbase Thermo, what's up? Hello to everyone. Hello to the Thetans. Hello, Thetans. Okay, let's go on to the next article. I don't want to keep you guys all day. Okay, Bitcoin exchanges just... okay. You guys remember yesterday we were just talking about Arthur Hayes, who was on the run with all the other executives that were part of the whole Tether, Bitfinex, iFinex scamminess. They've all been indicted. They're all on the run, every one of them. And Hayes turned himself in Hawaii. He didn't want to turn himself in New York because he knew he wouldn't make bail. Somehow he negotiated his surrender. He paid a $10 million bond. He's out. I think he's out. I think he's left Florida, even though I don't know how you do that, but I think he's gone now. He's skedaddled. He's in the wind. And a day and a half later, we see massive Tether stablecoin deposits. You guys study history? You know what happens when a bunch of Tether just appears out of thin air into society? Bitcoin. Now, is it just them? No, it's not just them, but it's part them. It's also a lot of people that may be leveraging things that they have, taking some stable coin on leverage, putting it on exchanges, getting ready to make some purchases. It could just be people transacting from real money. Well, we'll call it fiat money. I don't know if anything's real money. We'll call it fiat currency units, transitioning those onto exchanges in a variety of ways into stablecoin where they're going to sit and wait and then pull the trigger on various assets. My guess is this mostly is a Bitcoin story. Nearly $500 million in Tether inflows was recorded on April 8th across major Bitcoin BTC exchanges based on Glassnode's data. Glassnode actually has some pretty good data. Considering that the inflows, the biggest since mid-March, coincide with a minor Bitcoin pullback, it indicates that buyers could be waiting to step in following BTCs. I don't think it signals anything specific. I don't think we know what's going to happen. We can look back and say, in the past, this has coincided with usually pretty big Bitcoin moves. If stablecoins coming onto the exchanges, it's likely coming onto the exchanges to purchase something. Who knows what that means? It's likely Bitcoin. Okay. Is a broader Bitcoin rally brewing? There are two major on-chain metrics which often signal a bigger Bitcoin rally is forming: BTC outflows and stablecoin inflows. Stablecoin inflows occur when traders deposit their sidelined funds to exchanges to buy back into cryptocurrencies. This is true. Meanwhile, large BTC outflows typically happen when high net worth investors or a bunch of retail investors withdraw their Bitcoin from exchanges to self-hosted wallets, which often suggests their intention to hold for the long term, or reallocate those assets as leverage or as collateral or as a million things that are not mentioned in that paragraph. So forget that paragraph. Let's just change it up. Meanwhile, large BTC outflows can sometimes signify that high net worth investors and retail investors are taking their shit and putting it in private wallets. How about that? That's a better version. All right. In 1 hour, more than 476 million worth of stablecoin deposits were spotted on exchanges. Right. Because we all decided to do it in 1 hour, right? And what? The Tether guys just got out of jail? And billions of just billions keep appearing, right? In Tether. Billions just keep appearing in Tether because everyone's just going over to Tether, throwing money at them. Please take my fiat and turn it into money. Turn it into blockchain-based currency units. These Tether dudes, man, they have pulled the greatest scam in history, and they're going to get off with like tiny little fines. Good on them. I'll go party with those guys. At least they were honest in their dishonesty, right? They don't try to be something they're not. Hayes, he's a douchebag. He's a rich douchebag. And he doesn't even hide it. He's like, yeah, I'm a douchebag. He's like when Tom Brady got caught cheating on the hottest chick on earth. And they're like, did you do it? And he's like, I'm Tom Brady. And people were like, damn, you got to respect that. He didn't try to see Tiger Woods screwed up. Tiger Woods tried to pretend, oh, it wasn't me. It was the drugs. I driving too fast. I fell on top of a chick and all of a sudden I'm inside of her. No, dude. No, you don't deny it. You go right at it. Tom Brady's like, I'm the best quarterback ever. Wherever I go, we win. I'm Tom Brady. Tom, were you speeding? Yeah, I'm Tom Brady. Very good, sir. Carry on. Did you cheat on your wife? Damn right I did. I'm Tom Brady. Tom Brady can be Tom Brady. Hayes can be Hayes. Right? Armstrong can be Armstrong. CZ's a piece of crap. He's a rich piece of crap. But he's a piece of crap. Because he tries to dodge. He's Tiger Woodsing it. No, it's not me. It's the rug pull. It's the this. It's the that. It's the meerkat. It's the duck, duck, goose. It's the fucking, we don't have any control and all we can do is watch the funds. And in this case, you're not Safu. CZ, just say you're a shark and be a shark. You don't need to make excuses. This crypto, man, this is a place for wolves. If you're not a wolf, you're in the wrong place, man. Go somewhere safe, like the bond market, where the rule of law exists. Because this is the valley of wolves. And if you're not a wolf, you will not make it in crypto. You get your face ripped off. And people will laugh at you. They'll tell you, have fun being poor. This is crypto. So, God. All right. So, kind of an interesting article. The craziness with Tether goes on. But the greater trend is there's a bunch of stablecoin hitting the exchanges. Where is it going to go? Well, it's very likely, I think it makes sense statistically that a lot of that's going to go into Bitcoin. I think the setup is for a big move in Bitcoin. I still believe we see 80,000 in April. That's my guess. Let's see. Stablecoins are seeing massive growth. On April 2nd, Bitfinex CTO Paulo Arduino shared the market cap of Tether, the largest stablecoin. It's reached 42 billion. Why wouldn't it? Oh, why wouldn't it? All right. In the following 6 days, the market cap of Tether has added 2 billion, showing strong momentum. Yeah, that's what it shows. It doesn't show that they're just clicking money into existence. It shows the momentum. Since Tethers are essentially digital dollars and can easily be converted into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the uptrend suggests that the amount of sideline capital in the crypto market is growing. I like how they don't even mention the fact that these things are being created out of thin air. That doesn't even reach this article. Theoretically, when there's a lot of sideline cash in the market, it represents significant firepower to drive a new rally of major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. True. When asked whether large USDT deposits could also mean that there's a demand to cash out instead, Moskovsky countered by saying that USDT deposits to exchanges typically represent an intention to buy. Yeah, people cash out. They cash out when they cash out. You don't put USDT on exchanges because you intend to sell into USDT. That don't make no sense. Stablecoins deposited on exchanges is for buying mostly. I agree. Some part of it may be used for lending. I also agree to leverage traders. Besides, it's bullish too, as it highlights the demand for longs. I know a lot of people right now that are going on to Nexo. They're parking their Bitcoin. They're borrowing, taking Tether, going to the exchange, buying more Bitcoin. Leverage, man. Leverage. Look, there was just a big blow up. Jerry and I were talking about it this morning. I'm not going to go into it because it's probably a whole show. I hate bringing in the legacy financial system, but a fund just got completely gutted. I mean, obliterated to dust. It was part of the whole Viacom thing, if you've been following it. Anyway, there is a hedge fund that was big that no longer exists. It existed 3 days ago. It doesn't exist today. Big one. Why? Because they took on leverage, and then they took leverage and got more leverage and got more leverage and got more leverage. And then when there was a tiny move, the move became giant because that leverage unwound. And the kind of same thing you saw a few months ago in Bitcoin, where Bitcoin unwound from 61 down to about 52, 51. And everybody's like, it's the end of the world. Catastrophic unwind of leverage. Yeah, the Bill thing. That guy should probably be in jail, if we're being honest. It's crazy. Yeah, and this is the thing, 500% leverage. That's only 5x leverage. On Binance, you can get 125x leverage. Don't borrow against your crypto. Come on, peeps. Don't be stupid. And if you're going to borrow and park it in stablecoin and get paid yield on that stablecoin, right? Because the yield on the stablecoin is higher than the borrow rate, right? So if you get paid 5%, if you pay 5% to borrow, even 6%, and you get paid 10% on the stablecoin, you make 4% in the spread. That's pretty good. That's pretty good if you're going to do it, but you should not, because don't take on leverage. Got all the leverage you want, because this is a new asset class absorbing all this money units. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. My friend Victor says, enjoy the ride. Meanwhile, data from CryptoQuant depicts a similar trend. The all exchanges stablecoin ratio ESR, for instance, which divides all Bitcoin reserves on exchanges by stablecoin reserves, is rising once again, suggesting that investors could be re-entering the market. Well, here's what it suggests. Investors or not, money is making it to the exchange. Lots of it. So we will see. We will see. Okay. And final article for those of you that love these articles. I know some people read this stuff. I like to put my little hyperbole in. State Street. Okay, let's back up. State Street is massive. And although I don't like, because I think he's a complete dirtbag and he's an ex-Goldman guy, Novogratz. He's kind of, let's not split hairs. He's a piece of shit. He's got dirty DNA. He's a Goldman piece of shit. He did not do well in the hedge fund space. He got booted out of his own fund. He's had some fails, but you know what? He was early to the crypto space, and I will give him that. He at least recognized there was an opportunity there. I think he's on the shelf. I don't think he understands inflation. I don't think he understands a lot of things, but a lot of people don't understand inflation. I'm not going to blame him for that. And he's a good supporter of crypto, but he wears these blue glasses. He thinks he's Tony Stark. He's like a fat Tony Stark with no athletic prowess. So Novogratz, stop. But I will say this. He predicted this about a year and a half ago. Well, indirectly, what he said is, he said it's going to take a company like State Street to get into the space to really kind of cement it for other companies. So while he didn't predict this directly, he indirectly kind of did, because he basically said it will take a company like State Street to make this thing legit. Well, here we are a couple of years later. So kind of, I give you a half kudo. Novogratz, half, as for the half Tony Stark Novogratz, I give you a half kudo. All right. State Street to start trading crypto on platform it's helping build. The plan is to transpose FX infrastructure to the crypto space via a bank-led consortium. What's State Street? I shall tell you. State Street, the second oldest bank in the U.S. with 3.1 trillion in assets under management, has signed up to use a new bank grade trading platform for digital assets. The platform is set to go live mid-year. So that would be in the next 2 to 3 months. Announced Thursday, State Street's COINBASE. Ooh, we're going to workshop that name, guys. COINBASE trading technology arm is working with London-based pure digital infrastructure provider to the foreign exchange trading world. Again, another market that Ripple should have gotten into. Ripple could have done so much more. They could have done so much more. They should have gotten into FX. That was such low-hanging fruit. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Infrastructure provider to the foreign exchange trading world to create an institution-focused digital currency trading platform. The two companies said they plan to further explore the digital currency trading space. Now, when they say they're going to further explore, it means they have already explored and they are planning to roll out, and they are building as fast as they freaking can. Okay. COINBASE, it sounds like something you use to blow your nose, is thrilled to leverage our experience and expertise in the FX and digital asset trading marketplace to provide pure digital with robust technology and infrastructure for this exciting digital currency trading initiative. Quit wording it, man. Just say we trying to get paid. We see crypto, we trying to get paid. See how much easier that sentence is? So much easier. David Nunes, that's fun to say. The global head of, execution services. I'm reading it right. Execution services. How'd you like to be that guy? And how'd you like to have to explain what you do every time you say you're that guy? I'm David Nunes. I'm the head of execution services for State Street. Jesus. Are you sure you got the right address? You might want to be talking to my neighbor. All right. Ooh, look at that. Read more. Fireblocks raises 133 million to serve more mega banks. Read into Fireblocks a little bit. You'll find fetch.ai. Read into fetch.ai. You'll find MetalX. Go down the rabbit hole, people. Asked if State Street would be using the platform to do its own crypto trading, Lauren Kiley, CEO of Pure Digital, told CoinDesk over the phone, that is the intention. State Street is one of the many banks that will be using this platform. We're looking, okay, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter what she says. Here's the point. Remember a second ago, and I didn't read all the way down this article. Remember a second ago, we were kind of talking and I said, these banks will all grab onto whoever gets the biggest footprint in this space. State Street has a lot of sway and a lot of swagger. And if they are the play, everybody's going to jump on board. And everybody means the other broker dealers. It only takes 24 banks to control the entire planet Earth. You know that, right? It's the prime broker dealers of the Fed. Okay. Bank bull run. Institutions appear to be driving the current crypto bull run, a key difference from the retail-driven expansion in 2017, which we like to call peak retard. Big banks, including BNY Mellon, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley are now making moves. Lest we not forget TD Ameritrade and Fidelity. Hello. And eyes have been on State Street as one of the biggest U.S. custody providers on trading operations to see when, if it would move into crypto. Well, here it comes. The digital currency world needs to grow up and mature. Yeah. The plan is to transpose FX infrastructure to the crypto space via bank-led consortium and a platform that includes FX industry standard APIs and best execution. They're not using, I know I keep coming back to this. I just want everybody to wise up. They're not using Ripple at all. They're building their own system. There are too many problems with anyway. They're creating their own system is the key point. Okay. All right. State Street has agreed to explore the digital asset space. The digital asset space trading. Yeah, I'm reading it right. They're just saying it wrong. State Street has agreed to explore the digital asset space trading space with us. Trading space with, and is also working with us on the tech. We've got a couple of banks that have signed with us and several others in the pipeline. Yeah, great. Yeah, of course. If you're State Street, you just make 4 phone calls and by noon, everybody's on board. You got 20 of the 24 prime broker dealers. Game over. Unlike a crypto exchange, Pure Digital is building an over-the-counter OTC desk. Why? Money, dude. Money. OTC is where OTC, don't think pink sheets. Don't think penny coins. Don't think penny off. OTC is where the real money moves, because it moves behind the scenes off book. And then you have reconciliations or wallet swaps and things like that. You don't see it till it's done. That's the whole beauty of OTC transactions. They don't move the market until they choose to move the market with some kind of, press release or something like that. Anyway, Pure Digital is building an over-the-counter offering with bilateral credit lines and full transparency so that top-tier banks can see exactly with whom they're dealing and can turn on and off counterparties as they choose. Can turn on and off counterparties as they choose. You had a credit line, you ran it for 6 months, everything is good. We're not working with you anymore. Your credit line is stopped. You no longer have access to what? Yeah, dude. These are brokers, these are prime brokers. These are fingered, these are members of the Fed, right? These are all broker dealers. Of course they're going to turn off swap lines. So this is the thing. They have a private consortium that they are building where they'll be able to do business with their buddies, and they'll cut off banks as they see fit. It's all, again, part of the greater story of the Fed choosing to decimate the smaller banking market and eradicate all of them and melt in. So they'll do a bunch of merger and acquisition. They'll absorb a lot of these banks. They'll be good. They'll probably dedicate certain banks to be bad banks or toxic banks. They'll put a lot of toxic debt there. They'll crash those banks. They'll absorb their assets in other banks, and it'll be a bottoms-up collapse. Provincial and rural banks will go away. Mid-sized banks will go away. And if you're not one of the 24 broker dealers, you won't exist. It's happening. It's not a conspiracy. It's just happening. That's why negative interest rates have been allowed to run as long as they can. You can't go above 3.5%, 4% because you bankrupt all the regular facilities, but you can work your way, down around zero so that those smaller provincial banks can't make any money, and they basically have to be absorbed into bigger banks, and you steal all their assets. Cool, right? All these banks are waking up to crypto and can't ignore it anymore. Kylie said, involved and provide services to meet client demand, or they will start to lose relevancy over time. Well, yeah. Duh. Anyway, okay, so that's all I got for news. We've run just a little bit over. Real quick look at prices. I'm going to run down this in the next. Stop. I'm going to look at this quickly. Bitcoin, 57,730. Cool. Touching up on that 58K. We love it. Ethereum still over 2K. Polkadot, $42. Good. It climbed back up. Cardano, $1.23. Theta, $13 again. So it's climbing towards that 14 that it hit. The 13 billion market cap. Good for Theta. Filecoin 152. It got kicked in the dick, but it had a great run over the weekend. It was up to 230. It has since sold off. This is probably a little bit less FOMO and a little bit more realistic. VeChain 11.6 still melts up. Why? No reason. I mean, not any real reason. I think VeChain's. I think it's overvalued. It's priced correctly, but in my opinion, it's not justified. I would be looking to take profit. Just one guy. Oh yeah, I took profit 2 days ago. Yeah. Okay. Cosmos, $20. I think that's undervalued, but again, it's you got to show me. It's a protocol layer. Show us some real. Now I will say this: Cosmos is on here. Avalanche is not. Avalanche is doing some interesting things. So maybe we should start to watch it. Anyway, maybe I'll put that on the list. Holochain, 4 billion. Is that rational? Probably not. I would be looking to take some off the table here. If you've got some profit, pull some profit. Engine. Coinbase listing, man. It's at 360, man. There's some value here. Don't dump all of your Engine trying to take a little bit off the top. This is a token that could easily go to 10 or 20 bucks. There is real use utility, and it seems like adoption with Engine. However, if you want to take your profit, if you're already, most of you should be at a 10x. We started following this thing at 18 cents. Most of you should be at a 10x. Take 20% off the table, put it in your back pocket, put some of it in Bitcoin. But the way you do it is probably by playing the Coinbase Shuffle. All right. Chili's token. It's back up again. It's up 21%. Why? We just told you. PSG, man. PSG. Hello. What else do you need? BZ, what up, man? Good to see you. And A. A is the first. Garth, what's up? All right. Mana, it's up 12%. Everything's kind of up today, just in greater news. Graph token, $1.74. Don't sell your Graph. Don't sell your Graph token. Hold for 1 month. And I assure you, I believe you will be very happy. Do not sell. Listen to me now. There's 2 coins you don't sell right now. Don't sell Cardano and don't sell Graph. Actually, there's a few coins you don't sell. I'll continue on, but those are 2. IOST, who knows why they're going up. They keep announcing these little deals and all that. It doesn't seem to move the needle, but the price is melting up. It hasn't tracked recently like the last month, but it's done pretty good. It's still 14x over the year. 1 inch. Well, obviously Coinbase listing, probably a big deal. You're still getting 6% yield by staking it at 1 inch. Is 6% worth it? Well, you know what? That's the same as Cardano. It's free money, man. Take the free money. 1 inch is the only, in my opinion, it's the only real quality DeFi play on Coinbase. Yeah, I can say Uniswap. It's the only quality DeFi play that will, as of Friday, be listed on Coinbase. I think that's important. We will see. It's up 28% today. It's having a pretty good day. OGN, $3.16, having a great day. It's up 35%. Also listing Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time on Coinbase. Flow, up a little bit. Flow and TBK, these are both protocol layer, NFT. Now, does that market lose some relevance when other protocol layers come into the NFT space? Probably. Why I like TBK is they have licensing figured out, and I'm not sure that Flow does, but why I like Flow, they just got $350 million. And, that ain't, that's nothing to laugh at. Okay, Stormix, it's at 8.3 cents. It's up 21% today. They've gamified spending. We all love to use credit cards, and they've gamified it. I think it's foolish to ignore this company. I don't know where it goes. It's a low market cap. I'm not sure, but I think there's a lot more wick in this candle. Fetch and Singularity Net. These are plays that you're going to be making in the future. Really quick, if you're in Fetch, you're already getting great staking rewards. If you're in Singularity Net, starting 17, I think, Jerry, you sent me the little thing, but I think it's 16 hours from right now is the next staking thing where you can stake your tokens. So if you have Singularity Net and you want to stake it, you set it up on Singularity. They have their own platform for staking right there with the protocol and blah, 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 and you can do it all. It's really great. And that starts late tonight, early tomorrow. Okay, Audius. It's up 11%, but it's down 14 last week, but it's up 122 in the blah, blah, blah. Listen, don't sell Audius, okay? Tiny market cap, a lot of potential. this is something that could be a 2 or 3 or a $10 billion market cap asset. Don't cut off your don't cut off your arm to save your finger. Okay. You may scale back if you had huge profit, but most of you got in around $1. You're at 250%. No, dude, no, hold it. It's another strong hold. Okay. Cardano, hold. Okay. Near, hold. Audio, hold. Rally. I'm excited about Rally. It hasn't done anything yet, but I believe it will. And AR. That's my secret juice. It's a little pricey, but then again, what's pricey? I am very excited about AR Weave. I think as Polkadot starts to get more relevant, this is going to start to get more relevant. Again, don't do anything I do. Don't listen to anything I say. The only thing you should ask, don't ask what I'm buying. Ask why. You should not don't try to copy anyone's trades. Just take a look at what they're doing and see if it makes sense. And yes, WVS 2014, yes, UFC NFTs. I think it is going to get crazy. I think you're going to bring a whole big giant pile of people to the market that have never seen it. And I think Flow is going to do quite well. Crypto Corvin. Yeah. STMX. I got a nice little bag. Shmong, good to see you. Digital Queen, good to see you. Grims, also good to see you. Get involved. And Aratorek, good to see you. Andy Panda, also good to see you. Why audio? That'll be the last question of the day. Why audio is because audio is a decentralized, well put together, very clean, very efficient, very elegant answer to Spotify. And I like it. And yeah, Grandma Jonesing again, y'all. So finally, I would say have a great day. Tomorrow, we're going to go a little early. Why? So we're going to start around 8 because I got to be done before the listing. So it'll have a quick show tomorrow, and then I'm going to be staring at Coinbase for at least the next few hours. Okay, have a great day. Stay out of trouble. As always, don't do anything that my poor insolvent drunk, strung out on meth, cracked out, grandmother wouldn't do. And, she's smoking water again. So she got that formaldehyde dip. Grandma.
Hey, this is the with Nick Black. It's time to chit chat. You know nothing about blockchain. We here to fix. You want the news and the news stocks. This is what you get. Going back to a nice chair. It's time to sit back and talk to profit. Hey, you talking to the prophet. Hey. We talking condos and nice clothes and dropping Lambos. I remember them night codes, we couldn't stand those. We tried to drive on them house roads, but had to stay low. Now there's solutions to hard bills we couldn't pay for. I talked to profit to get some profit, we couldn't change the top. If it's a stock and I need a cop it, I wait for him to drop it. Ain't no option, let's get it popping. We chilling in the trap. I need some crypto, put it in my pocket. By any means I rock. This is the profit with Nick Black. It's time to chit chat. You know nothing about blockchain, we here to fix that. You want the news on them new stocks, this where you get that. So go and grab you a nice chair. It's time to sit back and talk to profit. Hey, you talking to the prophet. Hey, you talking to the prophet.